Alpina Challenge, Riding the Wild Sierra, is about two things. It's about filling that gap in our financial picture, but just as importantly, filling an important gap in the club itself, in the club programs. We had a lot of feedback from people indicating that they really were missing that big event to be part of. That was part of the heart and soul of the club, and the Alpina Challenge will fill that gap with one of the most exciting events in the California and Nevada riding season. I'm really excited about this event. This is the most exciting project I've ever been a part of, and I want to share that with you today. The Alpina Challenge, scheduled for June 13th, 2009, is really three events in one. One part is the Kid Carson Challenge, fun in the foothills. The core of the event is something we're calling Build Your Own Challenge, or as Twain has dubbed it, Be as Wild as You Dare. Finally, there's for the extreme riders something called the 8 Pass Challenge, or the world's toughest double century, the sort of marquee event within the three. At the center of this event is a new philosophy for fundraising events, something we call the challenge philosophy, where riders are challenged to set a personal goal based on their own personal individual abilities. Every rider has the choice of 1 to 8 passes, or instead can ride a loop in the foothills. Our goal as a club is to help every participant achieve their personal goal. So it's about personalizing the ride, creating ride number sheets that are personalized based on past choices, and using the strategy that we developed in the Death Ride, where riders go out and they collect special pass stickers to mark their progress through the course. We all know that one of the most successful dynamics of the Death Ride has been this idea of collecting the stickers for every pass. People are out there, their goal is to collect those stickers. So we want to take that element that we pioneered with the Death Ride and bring it into our new event. The Build Your Own Challenge, which is really the core of this event, starts and finishes at Turlock Park and provides a menu of 6 passes. Riders can choose from climbing Kingsbury Gray, Luther Pass, Carson Pass, Blue Lakes Road, and the west and east sides of Monitor Pass. They can select the combination of passes that work best for them, whether it's just climbing one pass or going for all 6. And our goal is to appeal to all those Death Ride riders, people training for the Death Ride, as well as those people who weren't able to get into the Death Ride because it sells out every year, and those who just want to come up to our area and ride to enjoy the challenge and scenery of Alpine and Douglas County. The Build Your Own Challenge allows people to pick from 1 to 6 passes, really over 35 different route options all in all. At the one extreme, someone could choose to ride one pass, 30 miles and about 3,600 feet of climbing, or at the other extreme, 6 passes, 160 miles and 16,700 feet of climbing, and every option in between. This is a quick look at the 6 pass course. Again, familiar to everyone, very much like the Death Ride course with the addition of Kingsbury, Luther, and Blue Lakes. Now, the 8 Pass Challenge is all about an extreme challenge, building the world's toughest and most scenic double century. The feedback from this course has been amazing. The goal is to be part of the California Triple Crown, where someone completing all 8 passes would then get the benefit of California Triple Crown credit. Again, this course appeals to people who are either already double century riders or who are past Death Ride participants looking for an even bigger challenge. The 8 Pass Challenge consists of the 6 passes we already talked about, plus the addition of both sides of Ebbets. And again, Ebbets would only be available, only open to participants who registered for the more expensive 8 Pass ride. So this is the full course for the day, the 8 Pass course map. The third piece of the Alpina Challenge is something we're calling the Kid Carson Challenge. The goal here is to have an option for friends and family of the hardcore riders as well, and this is very important in terms of our philosophy, an option to reach out to provide options for the local community. Families, entry-level riders in the local community can come out and ride and be part of the event with 7 to 27 mile options. Now, I know everyone in the club wants to know how we got to this place. For years, for decades, Alpina has been synonymous with the death ride. We helped develop the ride, we helped perfect the ride, and throughout California, people know Alpina Cycling Club as the club behind the death ride. Unfortunately, the death ride is actually a trademark of Alpine County Chamber of Commerce, and they decided in 2008 not to renew their co-production contract with the club. I know I was devastated, and I'm sure the majority of our members were very emotionally conflicted by this outcome. So while we're all very disappointed, we have to move forward. And it does represent, looking for that silver lining, an opportunity for us to provide a more diverse ride, a ride that is more interesting to a greater diversity of riders, for entry-level riders, for riders that just want to ride a few passes, as well as reaching out to those people looking for a bigger challenge. We think we can provide a better rider experience, and of course funds that we raise by an event that we control will go directly to support cycling and other cycling-related community causes. We set a number of guiding principles as we set out to find a new fundraising event. We decided that we wanted to showcase the roads that Alpina members love, that we love to ride. We want to host our visitors on these beautiful roads. We wanted to offer a truly compelling challenge, because that's something that would bring people from the Bay Area, from Southern California, from Sacramento, from the Central Valley to our Alpine County and Douglas County roads, and that was essentially to be a successful fundraiser. We wanted to be family and community friendly. That is to say that we don't want to just appeal to hardcore riders, but we wanted this to be an event for everyone. And we wanted to provide great food and great experience so that people come back year after year. And finally, and perhaps most importantly, we want to make safety a priority for all participants. Now, we held a test ride on June 14th, as many of you know. We had a fabulous turnout of riders and a fabulous group of volunteers. And I want to thank again everyone who came out to volunteer. Everyone had a lot of fun, both riders and volunteers, and we showed that the club really can have a lot of fun pulling together these kinds of events, that we can make volunteering a really fun experience for everyone, not just the participants. We had some great rider feedback from the event. Riders truly love this course, not just for the challenge, but for its scenery. It's a fantastic course compared to all the other courses out there. We had a number of experienced double century riders who were riding all 8 passes, and they rated this as the very best double century course, and they've been spreading their enthusiasm far and wide. By starting the ride with Diamond Valley and then doing Foothill and Kingsbury, we were able to spread the riders out and give people a much better warm-up than they would have on a course like the Death Ride. And addressing some of the concerns around safety, we were able to prove that 8-pass riders could safely descend Monitor in the dark and had no problems getting back to the start after dark. Now, we looked at a number of dates for scheduling this event, and ultimately decided that we really had to go for June 13th because the temperatures in August were just too hot. So we settled on one of only 2 feasible dates to fit between all the other competing events, and that's June 13th. Now, we need volunteers. We need volunteers in lots of different roles, so you'll be hearing a call from us looking for volunteers both now and for the event itself. So to summarize, the Alpina Challenge, Riding the Wild Sierra, is going to be a phenomenal new event. We take this philosophy of challenge, this idea of a menu of passes, to create something that has a much broader appeal than the Death Ride or virtually every other century out there, by providing people with the ability to pursue their own personal goals and deliver our support consistent with the club's mission. I believe this is set to become one of the most challenging and most scenic endurance rides in the world. Thank you very much, and I look forward to volunteering this event with you.